Hey, welcome to the channel. This week's recap is all about Green Penguin starter deck. We started off with a standard green starter deck from Vibes TCG, and every day we added a little bit of extra to it, took cards out, put cards in, try to optimize it. You'll see in the video we did run into a little problem where for some reason the online client wasn't letting us add new cards, so we did get stalled out a bit at the end. But we still had some fun matches. Some were against AI and some were against actual people. So hope you enjoy the video.
Rock. And yeah, maybe play a round or two against AI and jump back in and see if we can get it against an actual person. Not the most optimal start, but it'll do. It's great if I didn't already have the 4 up. Yeah, that makes sense actually. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna pass. We're gonna flop them both to get the Fishsicle. Just in time. Yeah, I don't mind losing this. Oh, actually, I guess I could. Nah, let's do the Fishsicle. Let them win. Draw an extra card. Don't mind that at this stage. Some of the dances that you are great. Maybe you should learn one of them. Learn a penguin dance. Yeah. Where's the both? That's a bummer. That's why I'm checking it. Might as well get the Fishsicle. This game might not be in our favor. You know, I always think of this guy as being very temperamental, but in this very rare instance, it makes sense. Makes it, I can just buff my guy and then he just ices himself. That happens. Yeah. It's not like you turn. Let's see how he buffs his stuff. Okay. Cycle, yeah. And choose this guy. We're gonna use 3. I should have flopped him too, because then he unflops. When his artist will get iced. Yeah, and that's why I don't really like the artist, because it is rough when they go down. Okay. Sure. Why don't you do that? That's why I don't like playing against AI, I think. It seems to play it very suboptimal. I mean, maybe you can make a case for like spreading it out so it's more consistent, but it would make a lot more sense to put counters on this guy since he's already at 6. I know he doesn't have a crazy amount of spells up here. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I think that then again, it isn't it? He probably knew I had this and he'd counter it if he hadn't waited. Alright, well he's winning here if I don't do something, so I at least need to stop him. So we're gonna do you and you. Turns. Start getting some physicals. Maybe we can get vibes a little or vibes a lot or whichever one I put in here. I don't remember which one it was. Whichever one that has stuff to do with physicals. I think it's vibes a little. Yeah, it was 2nd generation, right? Legend of the Littles? It's a little. Yeah, vibes a little. Sorry, it's actually not a bad one. I was thinking it was the colorless one that boosted. Alright, he wins vibe check. Oh, he's at 14 and wins vibe check. So that's game, unless I can win or tie. I can tie though, so that is nice. So I'm gonna do you and you. Love me some wizards in a deck with a lot of 2-cost spells. Alright, where's my Luca? I need the Luca or Luca revives a little. He's got no cards in hand, so I don't need to worry about a reaction here. So we just tie him with 14. And hope I can draw what I need. Because otherwise this ain't gonna look good. Okay, so we tie again. I need to kill one of these things though, because he's at 15. Or I can win. That's very nice. Why not just pop the rod in case I do get a vibe a little. Let's get some extra physicals, so if I do get the vibes. Cards. Dig them. Win vibe check. Go to 14 on my turn, unless if he can pump his stuff a lot, I still got it. That's nice. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be pumping my stuff too. Forgot about that. Yeah, that's probably game. There's very few cards that his starter deck will have that can stop me at this point. Yeah, probably doesn't matter that much. Let's see what you got. Okay, I step in vibe check. Four fish. GG. Sweet. I was gonna get cooked there for a minute, the way he was growing that one. There's the Luca I need. Irony at its finest. Hey guys, so fun fact, I just realized that my audio has been turned off the entire time, and everything that I've recorded and said has been on mute. So I apologize to everyone who was watching on stream, and yeah, I'll probably do some sort of weird voiceover for the YouTube feed. Sorry guys, I'm still learning this technology stuff. Well, that's a bummer. Well, anyways, guys, welcome to the stream. I'm currently playing a green starter deck. I got a green starter deck, played a round against an AI, and then made some modifications, pulled out 8 cards, put in 8 cards, and I'm slowly going to change the deck from its current state of being a counters deck into maybe a physical deck or a green Mega Penguin deck, and start playing against people. Currently, I think I'm up against a bot because they aren't doing anything and I just insta-win. So I'm just going to try again and see if I can get paired up with someone who's not a bot. Oh, that really sucks. I can't believe I haven't been recording audio the entire time. Well, this is kind of a bummer, guys. I wish we had some people to play against. However, PvP does play double gold. Alright, we're gonna try one more time. Get our gold stashed up. If that doesn't work and we can't find a person, then maybe we'll just do do a redo of our AI battle. Great day, great day. Great way to start the week off on a Tuesday. I need to figure out the corner of my stream. Alright, let's just play a game against an AI. So I actually have some footage of us testing. first run against the AI was a green starter deck, which didn't have audio, so this one will be an audio after the modified. I got rock, let's go. Always pick rock. I wish you actually play some psychology games. I'm gonna need 2 of those. It's not gonna keep typing out. Yeah, I'm not gonna have popcorn penguin, so. Kind of hoping they're running a yellow starter deck, so we can have good. Here we go. All right, not yellow. Wait, what? Oh, it doesn't matter if it's yellow; it's just 2 or less. Okay, so. All right, we're gonna do. Do we want to tie, or do we care? Honestly, I don't think we care right now. So let's do. Yellow star is not going to have actions I care about, so we're going to do you. We're just going to pass. I'm going to get turn 3. Then you can start beefing him up. Yeah, I think that's the play. Yep. Play all your small stuff early though, without an extrovert out there. Okay, as we learned in our one that did not have audio, this is very important to remember that Ice is the one that's beeping the least, not the most. The purple one does the most. I still feel so stupid. But hey, the audio wasn't recorded, so you can only see my mistake. You can't hear it. Alright. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do. Yeah, it should be 10. External, we'll be able to do that. Sorry, yeah, it should be. Unless if you can get the crazy like extrovert and start just like absolutely slamming down his things that bop stuff to your hand and then play and then bop stuff to your hand. Unless he does that, I think we're good. And if you were watching the first match against an AI with no audio, you did that, but you kept bopping the wrong thing. Bopping? Returning the wrong thing to his hand, so it really didn't matter anyways. Alright, we'll see if we can get some crazy big penguin on this one. What are we getting the last one? It was 40. It was 48. Was the biggest penguin we got last time? Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can break 50. Hit 50. That's 5 at least. It's a tie. It's above. By east. So there's really little he could do at this point without an extrovert. He's got 14, so he's got game if he can win the vibe check, but he isn't gonna win the vibe check. Unless if he can get rid of some of my big stuff. I'm about to do some really dumb shenanigans just because I want to see if I can get this penguin to be above 50 by the end of this game. So this would be game right here, assuming, yeah. What? At least there is some reds. No, not red, there's some yellow stuff. Actually, does the yellow starter deck have kill spells in it? I don't think it does. Alright, we're just going to do this. I'm going to target this guy and this guy, because I want my penguin to die, because I want to keep getting this guy bigger so I can make its vibe huge. Oh yeah, I probably should play a punch cost, shouldn't I? Yeah, because otherwise this would be game. So let's stall a little bit and see if I can make this guy break 50 vibes. So move him to 22. And then I can double it to 44. So I still don't get there. Unless I get something else that can buff him. Okay, so I can get it to 44. No, sorry. I can get to 48 now. Dang, still not 50. 48 is exactly what I capped out in the last game. Is there anything else I can do here? Yeah, no. It's a bummer. Well, didn't get to 50, but 48 again, which I think was exactly what I had in the last game that did not have audio. Yeah. Oh, I can't even do that. Oh, I didn't even realize, yeah. Because I've only got 3 vibe, or 3 pudge. So if I was to play this card and double it, it would tap it, and then I would lose. Alright, well, I'm just going to pass and win then. And get my gold and call it a day. Glad to be here. Glad that my stream is working. I'm double and triple checking that my audio is on today, because yesterday I started and went 30 minutes into a stream without audio turned on, so that was fun. But anyways, continuing a series on Green Starter Deck, playing Vibes TCG. Yesterday, like I said, with no audio, I started with the Green Starter Deck, played around, and then did some modifications to the deck, took out 8 cards, added 8 new cards in, and continued to play. Unfortunately, wasn't able to find anyone to play with, so I wound up just playing against AI a few times. We're kind of going to do the same thing today. We're just going to start against an AI, play around, and then see if anyone is on that we can play with for a little bit more interactive game. But yeah, let's jump in. Alright, I already got my Green Starter Deck queued. It has been modified. I think I took out 8 cards. I actually took out all the rares. Let's go rock! I love it when I get rock. I took out all the rares from the deck and just put in commons and uncommons. I'm going to slowly ramp up to... Sorry, I kept timing out on that yesterday, so I need to get the habit of just cycling and then talking. But yeah, I'm going to slowly start getting into I'm going to slowly start getting my deck upgraded as we go through the week. Started off with, like I said, just a Green Starter Deck, and then I replaced cards that with only commons and uncommons. At the end of this one, I might put in like 1 or 2 rares. I think where I eventually want to take this deck is like, I would like it to eventually get to the point where, yeah, I think I do just want to start winning vibe checks. I want to get it to the point where I'm either building like a green Mega Penguin deck or like a Fishsicle deck. I'll probably do Fishsicle just because I like the shenanigans you can do when you get Fishsicles going. I need some coffee this morning. Yeah, that's fine. For 10, and then I start Buffett. Yeah, that should be game right there. At least against an AI. That's why I really don't like playing against an AI. It's because you know they're either running yellow Mega Penguin or green, or you know, they're either running the yellow starter deck or the green starter deck. And the yellow starter deck could theoretically outpace this, but they would have to have very specific cards. And then a green starter deck, essentially whoever gets a 10 first and gets their buffer stuff on it first is gonna get it. So like at this point, I'm going up 2 every turn, and then I can draw into even more buffing stuff. So yeah, hopefully whenever the next release on this game happens, well, no, because see, then I was gonna say if he plays another 10, he could theoretically pull out ahead here, and you know, yeah, this AI is not good. But that thing's gonna get iced soon, so it does not matter. Why don't you do that? You could have won vibe check and not get your stuff iced. You could have bit. Okay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, hopefully when they have the next release of this game, they will have a little bit more robust AIs. Maybe instead of just starter decks, an AI will have like, I don't know, maybe a few rotating different meta decks or different B tier decks or something. Oh, that might not be great for new players, because if you're a brand new player and have not too many cards in your collection and then play an AI with an absolute god tier meta deck, that would be a rough experience. So yeah, I don't know what the best way to go about it would be, but hopefully today we can go toe to toe with an actual person who's playing a decent deck. I wouldn't mind losing with these decks when I kind of do these build outs, because that's kind of the point. You want to lose and figure out where the weak points of your deck are so you can build them out. And as it currently stands, against an AI, these decks are just getting big and destroying. Alright, well, that was fun. Let's see if we can find a player to play with. Just a reminder for anyone watching live, I'll be going live again. Hey, we found a player. Awesome. Oh, I didn't get rocked. Just a reminder, we'll be streaming 7 a.m. every day this week, except for Sunday, because I like sleeping in. I don't know what I'm up against. We're just gonna go with that, see how it goes. And if you are watching on YouTube, like and subscribe so you don't miss the next time I send out a group of videos. Yeah, I think we're going to start winning and going big. With this deck, kind of the thing I'm afraid of the most is an early popcorn. They can start killing off my stuff It allows my other stuff to get big. Okay, that's good. So, let's do you. So nice that there's another person out here actually playing this early. I don't recognize their username, but maybe I figure out who it is on the Discord. We can have daily games. Ooh, we're playing against BizBunk. That's gonna be fun to lose to. I wonder if I have a shot, actually, because Big Smoke's gonna get self-mill. This is gonna have a big thing. I guess theoretically I can make my thing bigger faster. Yeah, honestly, I might have a shot here. That'd be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? I don't actually want rods right now. I'm gonna get plenty with the early game wins. Confirm. You, because I do not want you to mill yourself. Yep, he's gonna draw a card anyways. And then he's gonna mill himself, I assume. He's gonna do it. That's interesting. Why did it switch art styles? That's weird. Yep. Okay. Nope. No. No bunkus yet. Okay. Interesting. Guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess just have to pudge so I can play other things. Okay, I should have held off on using my kill spell. Guess it really doesn't matter. the really interesting things about Vibes is just because of how the cards interact with each other. You have decks like this deck, which, if it's the same one, which I don't think the one at Worlds had this. But at One Worlds, it's a meta deck. It's a really good deck. But a lot of the meta decks are really good in context against other meta decks. And so you get decks like Green Penguin, Green Starter Deck here that just don't operate using the same like systems that a lot of the meta decks use. And so there's a few meta decks that will absolutely crush the Green Starter Deck, but then there's decks like this where they don't really interact with the Green Starter Deck. And so if you can just get big quick, you can outpace it. Okay, so here's the threat. What is it? Look at Bunkus. Oop, what happened? No, come back. There we go. So look at. That's weird. Okay, here we go. Playable from ice. As you play Bunkus, put any number of cards from your ice in the bottom of your deck to reduce Bunkus' cost. So yeah, the theory here is that you play that card from your ice, and then he's milling himself, so his ice is going to be huge. And so, you know, it could get up there in the 20s, 30s, 40s pretty easily. But at the pace that my deck goes, Green Starter Deck with the right start, which it looks like we did have, is enough to actually go toe-to-toe with this thing. He's doing shenanigans to accelerate. So, yeah, he's getting rid of his rods, putting stuff in the ice, and then he's using cards to draw a bunch and mill more, and then whenever he draws, he mills because of this fella. So yeah, he's definitely got a good setup. It's already at 22, jeez. So, but we have a shot. I don't think we have a good shot. I think we're gonna lose now that he just pulled all of that off. There's also a card in here that. Oh yeah, that's probably game. He's got two. Yeah, he's about to play a card where if you're milled out, you win. Yep, there it is. GG's. Let's show game board so we can kind of explain what just happened. So he just played cards to mill out his entire deck like crazy fast. Let's find pieces here. Look at what he's. Okay, yeah. So this is not the one I played against at Worlds, but. Is still, it's got a pretty good setup. So you got cards like this. Whenever this card is put into your eyes from the top of your deck, so milled, as we say in Magic, whenever that happens, do it again. He's got cards where like this one, where you can just do, you can play it from ice and then kind of do this bounce back and forth thing. Where's that? Where's the key piece? Yeah, so these are really the two big ones that that made him be able to mill so much. Whenever a penguin enters your huddle, ice cards from the top of your deck equal to half that penguin's vibe. Rounded up. So he played a 9 vibe, so he was able to ice 5, and then whenever he got those he got an extra ice off of it, And then once he had enough, he was able to play Bunkus from his ice for essentially free, because he could remove stuff from his ice to play it. But then when he played it, it was, 20, 30. And then, so if it was, in this case, 36, you'd mill 18 and 18. And then plus you'd get the cards that give you extra. And so milled out his entire deck, and then all you need is 2 rods open. And you play this guy. When this enters the huddle, if you have no cards in your deck, you win the game. And so yeah, the goal is literally to mill yourself out and play that, or just to get Bunkus so big that your opponent can't keep up with it. If this was what happened, then he probably would have still cremated me. However, I would have had a shot because I've got these. And so with 11 and 11, if I could have just kept pace with him on permanence, then I had a shot. Small shot, but a shot. But then, yeah, he got his whole deck out because he had 2 of these. And so there's no way to keep up. In hindsight, I should have held this. I played Walk the Runway against this guy because it really is the kind of the early game thing that gets the engine running. But yeah, with 2 of these on board, there was no shot. So anyways, let's jump out of this. What's happening? Why can't I? I mean, I already lost. I don't know why I would need to concede. Interesting. Okay, so let's... I don't know if I'm going to see a lot more of decks like that, but let's just say that I do and see what we can do about it. Honestly, green doesn't have much you can do about it. You just kind of do your thing, and maybe we could see if there's more removal spells. Let's get rid of 2 of those. We'll try to get rid of 8 cards and put 8 cards in. We'll do the same thing we did yesterday. And again, I mean, we could branch out into some other colors and definitely make some this is what we started with, isn't it? But how do I just get... Oh, okay, sorry. Show on. I always forget to click that. Alright. We could branch out into some other colors and definitely make it more viable, but I think for at least now, I want to stick with the idea of green and modifying a green deck, because that's what we have. And if you were playing in real life, that's probably what you get. You'd either get a green and yellow starter deck if you go to a Learn to Play event. And then you just kind of build from there. Almost if you just, go online and can piece together a deck. Currently there's not too many options. You can buy Star City Games that sell singles. You can pick up singles on eBay. That's where I sell most of my singles. Currently petitioning a TCG player to start listing singles on their site. If you see the QR code at the end of my videos, I sell on TCG, but it's predominantly Magic cards. I've got a few Pokemon and One Piece, but they just don't have Vibes available to sell on their site yet, which is a real bummer. So hopefully that happens. But yeah, probably the best way to get started, if you're completely new and just want to test the waters, is just go to a starter event. Some local game stores have them. Best thing, in my opinion, is if you're able to go to an SCG con, they have starter events there, and they are awesome. It's like $30-$35. You get to keep the starter deck, which is already worth about that much. You get a promo card, which often sell for a lot more than that. And if you are at an SCG event, you can win tickets through the game and get even more prizes. Like, no joke, I've seen people come play these things and make money off of them. There was actually one girl that I met at the last SCG con where she played the starter deck and then bought like 3 or 4 modifiers. She had the yellow one, she put in some Yum Yums and I think 2 other cards and just modified her deck, and so it was like, what, $30 for the event and then a few bucks for the cards that she bought to modify the deck, and then she was straight up like winning games at the following 10k. Like, it was awesome. But that's just the cool thing about this game. It's a really easy game to pick up. It can be difficult to master different aspects of it, but with a little bit of elbow grease and some luck, you can do really well with a very small amount of resources, both online and in IRL. All right, so we need some more ability to ice things. So let's just see. I'm not super familiar with greens. I always forget it. It searches the name, not actually the ability. We need like a Scryfall thing where you can search for abilities. Honestly, I know I said that I'd only put rares in at this stage, but I kind of put in some mythics, especially if we are actually going to be playing against people now instead of AIs. I'll put in 2, just because having Lukas are crazy, because you can take your opponent's stuff, and then let's build out some physical shenanigans. So we're definitely going to need more. I'm going to take out 2 supporter friends and replace them with wizards, just because Lukas are a 5 cost, so we're going to increase the average green pudge we can make. That's the one downside of supporter friend. Great card for the deck, but no pudge production, so. That just for some cheap pudge production, but popcorn penguins will destroy it quick. Let's just do these guys. Just the generic producing fish sickle every turn. If I go the fish sickle route, and then green pudge if I don't. What's our fish cost looking like here? Lots of 4s and 6s. Probably want some more 3s. So I got 4 3s still. Maybe I could just bump those back up. Let's change. Just not a lot of 3 costs in green. Interesting. Okay, so we need decent 2 costs that we might want. I guess we just do that. This one's always fun for the fish sickle production. Why not? We'll just do 2 of those and not worry too much about. Yeah, it's decent. We may not have enough concentration of penguins for pudge production, but that problem will become very evident. So because yeah. Not rock. All right, let's see how these goes. Honestly, I should probably just get rid of these things. In this kind of deck, you probably don't need them that much. Turn 2, turn 3, start producing fish. Yeah, I like this. Oh, I need to get rid of these too. Yeah, I mean, they're good in a pinch, but I'd rather do the consistent stuff / fish sickle stuff with the green deck. Alright, we're playing against another person, me gusta. They're playing Bunkus too. Of course they're playing Bunkus, why wouldn't they? Against Bunkus, do I wanna lose 5 checks? I feel like maybe. Because I want them to draw more cards. Rods really don't do them much, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll see if they get the engine rolling, then just have to go from there. Yeah. I don't need rods right now. Okay, decent. Looks like people are exploring different options. You know, I know I did this last time and I regretted it last time, but I really don't like this as their early game engine. So even though the other card is probably better ties, I just want to get rid of that early game engine so I don't have to deal with it. And I might regret it, but you know what? That's what we're here for. To learn how to interact with decks and to see game interactions and learn lessons and build stuff out. So already I'm kind of regretting not having more Pudge available to play things. So maybe take out these guys and put in some more just generic Pudge production. Alright, that's 4, yeah. Should have kept it. Okay. So what's the game plan here? I actually want to draw a bunch. So yeah. I want to draw a bunch just to try to get another kill spell to get rid of that. That's not great, but so a repeat of the last game, so. Oh, that was dumb. I should have just won the vibe check since we're gonna tie anyways. I'm not gonna get the extra card draw. Then again, ramping and then having card draw probably isn't great either in this scenario. Yes! Let's go. That is exactly what I wanted. Alright, now the real question is, do they play another one? Because if they do, then I think I am Tostitos. That's interesting. There's another player, different name, same deck. No, not the same deck. I don't think the last guy had this in it. Whenever you use this raw ice, the top 2 cards of your deck. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it is cool to see people like exploring different different options with this deck. I don't think there's any single pudge thing he can do right now. Maybe he's considering if he wants to overwhelm with knowledge. But that's exactly what he's doing. Alright, yep, do your thing, draw your cards. And play it again, because you can ice a rod to play it again, yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. If he had had the penguin who's okay while he's drawing all this stuff, he would have been able to mill a bunch more, which is why I like getting rid of those early. I'm just glad I got the second kill spell. Alright, we got a ramp, and we got to... Yep, we got a ramp, and get big before they can combo off. Don't like that. I think in this scenario I do want to win. I really don't want them to draw the cards. Get more stuff in their ice bucket. But if I win, I can ramp and get this guy out next turn. And at least get my guy big, so I can hopefully prevent a Bunkus win on Meredith's size alone. As long as he doesn't get any more of these, you probably won't be able to mill enough to get that alt win con of insta win. 34 left. Just gonna double up. If I get a 16. Yes, I feel pretty confident that I can keep up. Kind of the same thing as before, where it's still a slim chance, because if he gets out of Bunkus with like 30 cards in his ice, then it's gonna be really hard to keep up with that. But as long as he can't use his was it something PhD to win instantly with no cards in his deck. As long as he doesn't pull off that combo, then I think I'll be able to pull this off. I'm constantly winning. I'm at 12. Well, let's try to be at 11. Yeah, so I got 1, 2, 3 turns. Depending on if I get some extra permanents to play. I need to keep this up to double in case he does get Bunkus out. Yeah, I got options. I got options. So a downside of the Fish-Sickle deck though, like your Fish-Sickles don't count as permanents because they're just temporary resource. It's almost like treasure tokens, but in Magic, treasure tokens are counted towards your artifact count, but Fish-Sickles are not counted towards your permanent count. So that'd be crazy if they were. I've had games where I've produced, 20-something Fish-Sickles. That'd be wild if they were counted towards your permanents. Yeah, I like where we're sitting right now against Bunkus alone. I'm just kind of worried he pulls off that combo. If he gets another, what is it, Ascending Penguin? Yeah, if he gets an Ascending Penguin, then I'm gonna be hurting for sure. It's a reference to the Truman Show. That's a good reference. I love the references on the cards here. Maybe I should just do a video one day where I just go through and find all the references that I can. Oh. And, oh, he's getting Ascending Penguin, isn't he? No, not Ascending Penguin? What is this? Oh no, that is Ascending Penguin. Yeah. Let me look at this. That looks like water. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's nice. This is the Artifact Ascending Penguin. Dang. Well, that does not look good for me. 23, so he's going to Ascending Penguin. Then he's going to be able to play Bunkus. Bunkus will come out as a currently yeah, that's gonna be rough. Then you can reduce his 5, which means he come out as a 12, which means he's middle. Yeah, I think this is game. Because if he plays a rod, plays the Ascending, that costs 4. Well, maybe not. I think I have 2 turns. Ooh. Well, no, because that only prevents the actions. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to lose this, guys. Let's see. So Ascending Penguin costs 4. Place a rod, you have 2 left. You can get a Bunkus. You can get one of your Bunkuses out. It'll come out as a... Yeah, I'm interested to see how he plays this one. I think next turn he just wins though, because he's got between the rods and what's on ice, he can play Bunkus. And that'll be big enough to ice more and get the next Bunkus. So it's 12. And it comes out as a 12 or bigger, and then it does more, and then he's probably got the things that... Why is it showing me? What? A popcorn penguin. Interesting. Looks like this guy's deck is hedging bets against other things. Well, that's a fun. I love Detective Penguin. Slides. I'm very intrigued by this deck. It's got this stuff for the Bunkus, but it's also got like pieces from other decks. Maybe it's just trying to hedge its bets. You face that penguin. Oh, heck yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Be a Little Evil, one of the best cards in this entire game. That and Luca are both crazy, at least for the green cards. But yeah, there's just cost to play this card, ice a card in your hand. So I'm gonna ice this, which is gonna suck, because that's how I was planning on going up against Bunkus here. However, what I can do is I can get rid of his Ascending Penguin now with his own card, because I have enough in my eyes to do so, which is awesome. Okay, so we're gonna put you. Yep, confirm. So I wonder if they're 10, so I think I still got them. 11, 12. Ooh, he might actually get me here. Oh no, because I think that'll put his ice at 12. He says it again. I said, "Bro, yeah, okay. I think I still got it here." Oh yeah, he flopped anyway, so it doesn't matter. Interesting. And I don't think he's gonna be able to get the combo. But yeah, I'm kind of curious if this guy is trying to hedge his bets by putting in some other pieces from different meta decks, or if maybe he's just only building with cards in his collection. If that's the case, then you know, maybe he's just doing it old school and not using the whole ability to use cards not in his collection, and these are just fillers. But maybe, I mean, these are cards I see in other meta decks, so. Ooh. Yikes. Okay. Whenever a penguin wins 5. I don't think that matters. Unless if he ices something else that I have. I kind of want him to win Vibe Check, though. Because if he wins Vibe Check, or he could flop that, in which case it doesn't matter. Because I'm thinking, if I put it on my guy and I win Vibe Check, my guy gets iced. But then if he has a purple removal, then I won't win on this turn, which gives him another shot at doing his combo. But if he wins, then I draw an extra card, which is great. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. So yeah, nothing I can do about that. He's gonna win. Whoa. Okay. Oh no, sorry. I thought he was playing it twice. I forget the animation happens. So he's gonna win vibe check, but then his striking swordsman is gonna kill itself. And so I don't have to worry about it next turn, which is nice. Okay, what is this sitting at right now? He's got 13 in his eyes. I'm going to be able to have a penguin go up to 16. So as long as he doesn't get to 16 in his eyes, then I should be able to get this. That's not good. Okay, so he's at what, 14 now? Yeah, 14. Got a bunkus. Oh boy. So that puts him up to 15. Okay. So I can play this, get this to 16. But all he needs is to draw, or to ice 2 cards, which he's probably going to be able to do. Oh? Pick a card in your ice, return it to your hand. Okay, so we're going to do... I love Be a Little Evil so much. It's such a good card. I'm doing the same thing. We might have screwed ourselves over there, but we can return that card back and stop him from doing it. So it's worth a shot. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it is worth a shot. The only problem is this one does cost 3 green pudge, and we only have 2 open, because yes, we're definitely going to lose this vibe check. But we'll see how it goes. Hey babe, I'm recording. What's up? What's up? Okay, figure out what's going on there later. Alright, so... Oh, unflop it. Yes, I think I can win here. It really all boils down to... Oh no, because that makes him go up to 16. So we're gonna tie if I do that. Yeah, tying would be pointless for me. So I'll take the card draw, so hopefully I can do something next turn. Wait, why is it 18? What? Did I do that wrong? 5, 15, 16. Shouldn't it be 16? I'm confused. Alright, and then game. We're going to get this guy up to 20, which sucks. I think he's gonna be able to absolutely steamroll me at this point. That's where the... How is it at 18? Would say something? Yeah, I don't understand how it's at 18. Shouldn't it be at 16? It's 5, 10, 15, 16. So why is it at 18? It's twice the number of thing that counts. I'm thoroughly confused right now. First, I read that wrong. I thought it was a 1-to-1. It's twice as many. But if that's the case, shouldn't it be at 32? I should absolutely be destroyed. Yeah, I'm really confused as to what's happening right now. Good game, good game. Yep, there's nothing I can really do about it. He's gonna cancel my action, and his Muckets is gonna win, and he's gonna win the traditional way. Like I said, very small chance of going toe-to-toe against a Bunkus with green, but at least he didn't deck himself out and do his combo win. He had to do it. He had to play on my terms. He had to play like a green player by getting a big penguin out there. GG. GG. I don't think there's anything else I can really do here. That would have been crazy if I drew another one. See, that moment would have been great to have like a Be a Little Evil in my hand. It would have been great to have a second card that doubles. But yeah, what can you do? Good morning, Internet. Welcome to the last day of our Green Mega Penguin series. We're going to jump right in. Alright, like we discussed yesterday, we're going to try one more time, see if we can add some 3 drops in here. I honestly don't remember which one. But it looks like that whatever glitch was going on yesterday, that you could not add penguins, is still here. Let's just try removing one. Yep, still can't. I don't know why, I don't know what's going on, but we're just going to save and jump right into gameplay then. Probably reach out to Orange Cap at some point and see if see what's going on, see if they got any plans to fix it. Come on, Rock. No. Of course we got Scissors, and of course Scissors lost to Rock. Rock is clearly the superior. Okay, great turn 2. Good to activate Luca. Good to destroy Shunting Flares, but I don't have a big enough thing, and that's late game, so we're gonna do 2. Alrighty. 2 Lucas, that's nice. Let's see what we're up against here. Turn 1 play. Alright, they're thinking, so probably not an AI. That's nice. We like playing against actual people. Sorry, I was organizing cards before stream started, so. Oh, they're waiting on me. Never mind. I'm dumb. Oh. Wait, what? What just happened? That was weird. Oh. It's a bot. That sucks. A free win, I guess. You know what's interesting about bot accounts, though? It's like... I assume... because I don't actually know, but I assume that what the thought process is you make a bot that just logs into the game and then hope you get paired with another bot, and then I guess whoever's goes second wins, because 2 bots just stare at each other until one of them forfeits. And then you get gold eventually, you stack it up. That would be my thought process. But it's just annoying, because, like, I guess the people who are actually trying to play the game, you get in situations like this where it's like, okay, well, you can't physically do anything. It just sucks. Hey guys, if you're watching in the now, then thanks for hanging out with me today. If you're watching in the future, then be sure to subscribe and like the video and comment down below. If you are watching presently or would like to join me in real time, I will be streaming every day 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, except Sundays, because I like to sleep in. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel for weekly content, recap videos, and feel free to let me know if there's anything you'd like to see in the future. Thanks guys, bye.